Before the break, we're talking about having the nicest model home in the house or the neighborhood and so forth and so forth. Give us your 2 cents as a seasoned realtor as what that means to your buyers, to your sellers, and all that.
Well, a lot of times people ask me, there's definitely something to be said if you have like the nicest home in the neighborhood. I mean, if you're clean, it looks great, you list it, there's something for sure of value there to walk in and everything's just like, wow.
Shows very well.
I mean, it shows great. Everything's over and above and just wonderful.
Right.
But there's also things people do to their house that they expect to get their money back on that you don't. Right. And a lot of those things kind of make up how it becomes the nicest house in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And it does have value, but you know, like I had a friend call me that has a house in Chattanooga and they were about to replace their windows. And she goes, you know, we got a quote and it's like $25,000. And I was like, dang, you know, and I was like, I spent like $4,000 on my windows. It's a bigger house, but you know, and she was explaining them to me and this and that. And I was like, you know, you're not going to get $24,000 back from putting that in your windows. But, you know, and I kind of was like, you might should get a couple different quotes and, you know, this and that. But there is something to be said for a house overall that everything done on it was top of the line and very nice.
Right.
So it's kind of just like, how much do you want it? How much do you realistically think you're really going to get back for spending $25,000 on windows or whatever?
Right.
You know, if you're in Honolulu on the coast and you have these big sliding glass doors that disappear in the wall, that's where the money. Here, a sliding door is a sliding door.
Right.
You know, is it worth $300 or is it worth $2,000? Most people won't know.
Right.
Right.
And so it's just that extra cost you have out there.
And if you have the nicest house in the neighborhood and the comps are $10,000 below that, sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, they'll make an exception. It may come in higher, but they're not going to give you the value you think it's worth.
Right.
Now, you just touched on it, what you think it's worth.
Right.
You know, a appraiser's going to look at what's common for that area. So, I mean, I think, I personally believe that windows are windows for the most part.
If they're new windows.
Right. They're just like you said, you got windows for $4,000. Friend did it for $25,000. I remember I priced windows out before in my house and I got it like a $25,000 quote, ended up getting done for like $8,000 or $9,000.
Right.
And I think it's a lot like what Mark Garrett was telling us from Tornado, Termite, and Pest Control. Why go pay the price for
their overhead and their company and
Terminex, and I can't think of any of the other major pest control people. They're all using the same stuff.
Right.
So you're paying for that marketing budget and everything else, no different from when you're paying for these big high dollar companies to come in to do your windows. You're paying for that advertisement.
Absolutely.
I mean, why do you think they give you a $500 gift card or they give you restaurant coupon cards and stuff like that? Because, I mean, they got the margin to do it.